If you're a runner, you know that feeling, right? That rhythm, that effort. But what if getting faster wasn't just about pushing harder? What if it was about running smarter? Well, today we're going to unlock the science behind a more powerful and efficient stride.
You see, running isn't just putting one foot in front of the other. It's actually an incredibly complex physical skill. Your body is a high-performance machine, and every single movement, from your toes all the way up to your torso, plays a critical part in how well that machine runs.
So here's a thought. What if the real key to unlocking your potential wasn't in the latest shoes or some crazy new training plan, but in really understanding the incredible machine you're already working with? To do that, we need to take a look at the inside story. We need to understand your body's own blueprint for running.
And it all starts with this concept called the kinetic chain. You can think of it like a series of dominoes. It's your body's interconnected movement system. A weakness or an inefficiency in one spot, let's say your ankle, is absolutely going to affect the performance of your knee, your hip, and everything up the line. Nothing works in isolation here.
The engine of that whole system is powered by your major leg muscles, your quads, hamstrings, glutes, and calves. These are the powerful pistons that propel you forward. So a strong, well-coordinated engine is absolutely essential for a powerful run.
But, an engine is useless without its software. So now let's look at your body's running cycle. This is the fundamental operating system that dictates every single step you take.
This whole sequence here forms the running cycle. It's this elegant loop of motion that your body repeats hundreds, even thousands of times during a single run. The goal of a smarter runner is to make this sequence as smooth and as efficient as possible.
We can actually break that cycle down into 4 key phases. It starts with toe off. That's the moment your back foot pushes off the ground, launching you forward. Then you have the swing, where that same leg cycles through the air. Strike is when your front foot makes contact with the ground. And finally, support, which is when your body absorbs all that impact and gets ready to do it all over again. Mastering each of these phases is key.
But what connects the engine to the wheels? What keeps the entire machine from just rattling apart? Your core. Seriously, think of it like a stable chassis on a car. A strong core fights off any unwanted twisting in your torso, and that creates a solid platform so all the power from your arms and legs can be directed where you want it, straight ahead.
Okay, so we get the hardware. Now let's talk about a crucial software update for your performance. The whole idea of training smarter, not just harder.
Now, this might sound completely backward, but it is one of the most important principles for peak performance. The idea isn't to cram for the test, it's to be rested and totally ready when it counts. And this whole concept is known as tapering.
Tapering is all about strategy. It means you intentionally, strategically reduce your training volume, so how much you're running, in those final weeks before a big race. You keep up the intensity, but you do it in shorter workouts. This gives your body the crucial time it needs to repair and refuel. So the big question is, why does this work? Well, tapering isn't being lazy. It's being incredibly strategic. It allows your muscles to fully repair themselves. It lets your body stock up on glycogen. That's your main fuel source. It even strengthens your immune system. You end up arriving at the starting line, not worn out, but fully charged and ready to go.
Of course, none of this matters if your machine is broken down. And that brings us to maybe the most important part of being a smart runner, essential maintenance, or as we call it, injury prevention.
Knowing your body means understanding what can go wrong. A sharp pain from a sudden movement? That could be a muscle strain, basically overstretched muscle fibers. But what about a dull, persistent ache around a joint like your hip or knee? That might be bursitis, which is an inflammation caused by repetitive friction. Understanding the difference helps you know whether you need to focus on rest or strength or maybe even your form. A bursitis issue, for example, often points right back to a flaw in your running mechanics that's causing all that friction.
So let's bring it all together. What does it really mean to become a smarter runner?
It really comes down to this simple code. First, see your body as that interconnected kinetic chain we talked about. Second, work on optimizing those 4 phases of your stride. Third, embrace smart training, where recovery is just as important as the workout itself. And finally, listen to your body. Understanding its signals is the #1 key to preventing injuries before they even start.
At the end of the day, you can spend a fortune on shoes, watches, and all kinds of gear, but your body is and always will be the single most important piece of running equipment you own. So the real question is, are you using it to its full potential?